Today I have another testimonial from one of our very happy members and clients, and I'm going to read it out today. My name is Patrick Hutzel from intensivecarehotline.com, and this is another quick tip for families in intensive care. So today I'm reading out a testimonial from Maeve, who was one of our long-standing members and clients. And Maeve says, "Thanks to you, Patrick, and the intensivecarehotline.com team, my husband is now home and more stable. I found your emails and medical record reviews so helpful while navigating my husband's care in ICU, and you helped us point out the things the ICU and the hospital missed. I appreciate you, Patrick, and the intensivecarehotline.com team very much. And so do I, of course. I appreciate our members, but I also appreciate the team that's working with me, because I couldn't be doing what I'm doing without the people working with me, of course. And just for some context, this is a client who had their husband in ICU after a lung transplant and spent months in ICU on a ventilator with a tracheostomy. The biggest challenge for families in intensive care is simply that they don't know what they don't know. They don't know what to look for. They don't know what questions to ask. They don't know their rights, and they don't know how to manage doctors and nurses in intensive care. And that is exactly what this family was up against, and we were able to help them steer this incredibly difficult territory that is intensive care, especially after lung transplant. I've looked after dozens of lung transplant patients when I worked in ICU, and we have helped lung transplant patients here at intensivecarehotline.com over the years to steer this difficult and complex territory they are finding themselves in. I have worked in critical care nursing for over 25 years in 3 different countries, where I worked as a nurse unit manager for over 5 years in critical care. And I've been consulting and advocating for families in intensive care here at intensivecarehotline.com since 2013. And I can very, very confidently say that we have saved many lives with our consulting and advocacy for our clients in intensive care. And you can verify that on our intensivecarehotline.com testimonial section. You can also verify it on our intensivecarehotline.com podcast section, where we have done client interviews. Because our advice is absolutely life-changing. Because our advice is absolutely life-changing, that is why we help our clients to improve their lives instantly. And we're making sure our clients make informed decisions, have peace of mind, control, power, and influence when their loved ones are critically ill in intensive care, so that their loved ones always get best care and treatment. None of that is available to 99% of families in intensive care, because they simply don't do their own research. But here you can do your own research and you get help. And that's why you can join a growing number of members and clients. And I do one-on-one consulting and advocacy over the phone, Zoom, WhatsApp, whichever medium works best for you. And I talk to you and your families directly. I handhold you through this once-in-a-lifetime situation that you simply cannot afford to get wrong. I also talk to doctors and nurses directly with you or on your behalf, or I set you up with the right questions to ask, because I ask all the questions that you haven't even considered asking, but must be asked when you have a loved one critically ill in intensive care. I also represent you in family meetings with intensive care teams. We also do medical record reviews in real time so that you can get a second opinion in real time. We also do medical record reviews after intensive care if you have unanswered questions, if you need closure, or if you are suspecting medical negligence. We also have a membership for families of critically ill patients in intensive care, and you can become a member if you go to intensivecarehotline.com, if you click on the membership link, or if you go to intensivecaresupport.org directly. In the membership, you have access to me and my team 24 hours a day in a membership area and via email, and we answer all questions intensive care related. In the membership, you also have exclusive access to 21 ebooks and 21 videos that are exclusively available for our members only. And again, all of that will help you to improve your life instantly, make informed decisions, have peace of mind, control, power, and influence, making sure your loved one gets best care and treatment always. And all of that you get at intensivecarehotline.com. Call us on one of the numbers on the top of our website, or simply send us an email to support@intensivecarehotline.com with your questions. And if you like my videos, subscribe to my YouTube channel for regular updates for families in intensive care. Click the like button, click the notification bell, comment below what you want to see next, what questions and insights you have from this video. I also share the video with your friends and families. I also do a weekly YouTube live where I answer your questions live on a show, and you will get notification for the YouTube live if you are a subscriber to my YouTube channel, or if you are a subscriber to my intensivecarehotline.com email newsletter at intensivecarehotline.com. Thank you so much for watching. This is Patrick Hutzel from intensivecarehotline.com, and I will talk to you in a few days. Take care for now.